Welcome, I'm SD Kelley. In this video, we'll be doing a chalk drawing that's actually hand drawn, and I'll share some tips on how I do that, as well as arrange this beautiful pot of Halloween flowers of all these vibrant colors. And also I decorate the outside of it using magnets. So I can't wait to show you. I hope you'll keep watching. If you enjoy watching arts and craft videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload something new. Feel free to follow me and tag me with related content on Instagram. My profile name there is Saggycat, after a sweet cat named Sagittarius. I designed this image with my Adobe Photoshop software, and now I'm just cutting it down to the size that I need so I can see how it will fit on this blackboard from the Dollar Tree. Any images that I design and use in my videos, I like to give them away to my viewers. So I will upload this one and I'll provide a link to it, and then when you get to it, all you'll need to do is right click and save if you want to use this image. So this is my chalk drawing kit, and I've been chalk drawing for a little while now, maybe a little less than a year, and I'm just using plain regular chalk, and I sharpen them with a knife on the tips. And all the different shavings I put in these jars that I might reuse for other things, like if I want to have a more powdery look on the surface. And all those pieces of papers are just what I use to break them up and get them into the jar. This box I keep all the white ones, and I keep the eraser. I use that grinder that you see over to the right of the screen to make the shavings into a fine powder. To achieve a more authentic look, I'm just getting this chalk powder everywhere. I'm rubbing it across the back of the paper where I'll be tracing on the front of it, and I'm just rubbing it all over this blackboard. Now, when I trace designs onto my projects, I like to use this carbon paper. This tracing kit that I use comes with several pieces of carbon paper, but this is the same paper that I've used for 2 previous projects, believe it or not. I know you can't really see it on the camera, but it does show up on this dark background that has some chalk dust all over it. And I'm just going over it, and I'm not even trying to be perfect. I suppose if I took my sweet time, I could get it exactly like the image on the paper, but I'm going for both a hand-drawn look and a nice look at the same time. I'd also like to point out that these are just regular pieces of chalk, nothing spectacular, nothing expensive, just chalk from the Dollar Tree. The tricky part can be just trying not to smear this with your hand as you're filling in the design. Last year I did a video of me painting this bone broth sign, which is supposed to look like a chalk drawing, and it turned out really well, and I'll put a link to that video in the description below. However, I like the authentic look of an actual chalk drawing. And here I am just taking a toothpick, and I wet the end of the toothpick, and I'm going and removing some of the chalk to just make some fine details and to clean it up a little bit. Now, a lot of the projects that I filmed last year were my first few YouTube videos, so I hope you'll give me some grace if you do watch them, but I'll provide a link to my Halloween playlist of last year as well. So this is what I do to make sure that I have pieces that are sharpened and ready to go, but also so that I save the powder for my projects. You can set your chalk drawing with this UV resistant clear matte spray by Krylon, or I've heard of people using hairspray to set their chalk drawings. If you've used hairspray and it worked well, let me know in the comments below. This metal planter pot actually came from the Dollar Tree during the summertime, and it was a galvanized metal, but I have painted it a pale sage green. I'm using a clip magnet just to hold the burlap around the bucket because I don't want to glue anything to it, and I'm going to use magnets to decorate the front. And these are some burlap polka dot flowers I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just hot gluing a magnet on the back of them. Here's a rogue wooden ghost, and I decided to go ahead and use it since it got away from my previous. I also decided I wanted to decorate this planter pot in a way that will transition easily into Thanksgiving, then on to Christmas. I live in a barn, actually, in a room off of a barn that I've converted into an art studio, and I found these feathers outside on the ground and I decided to use them because I love the way they look with those white polka dots. I'm starting by filling the bucket with different colors of raffia of the sea, and my hope is that a few squiggly pieces will stick out from underneath the arrangement that I'm going to be doing. I keep all my floral foam that I can reuse for future projects, and luckily I have some that fit perfectly into here, at least side by side. I decided later that I didn't really need that top piece in there. It was just a little bit too much. I'm taking these skeleton hands and I'm going to place them at an angle. They're going to hold up the chalk sign that we just made, and I'm putting them at an angle facing backwards just because when I hang the pot it's going to lean forward a little bit. For this arrangement I needed to cut the flowers off the stems to make them the right height because they came up too tall. And really the only reason I'm okay doing this is because I don't really throw anything out. I'll actually use what is left that I cut from these flowers in future projects, and I have actually used them for projects in previous videos. Although I don't always know how to do it, but I do try to choose craft projects where there's very little waste in the end. So I'm starting this arrangement with the base color of black with these black roses, and then I'm just inserting some of the black leaves, and then I'm going to go around and insert the colors. I won't be using all of these fall flowers for this arrangement, however I just grabbed a few so I could have some choices, and all of these bouquets came from the Dollar Tree. I really love the way that these red leaves with the berries add some texture, and that these purple flowers add some vibrancy to the arrangement against the black flowers. The chalk sign just sits right in between the thumb and fingers of these skeletal hands. If you liked today's video, I hope that you'll give it a big thumbs up, comment on, and share this video with everyone that you know. Also, I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. You'll find my social media links in the description below. Again, I'm SD Kelley, and I thank you for watching.